All right. I think I'm muted. Can you hear me? Can Banjo be heard? Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, now let's try that
Oh,
again. It
there we
happens,
go.
whatever. I just got a free practice run, so we'll try that again.
Start
Hello,
over.
hello, hello, and welcome to our second week of qualifiers for the AWS Global Game Day Championship. We are very excited to be here, and we cannot wait to see what all of you build. But before we kick into the presentation, I just want to take a moment to welcome you. My name's Jackie Grunrod, and I'm a Senior Developer Advocate here at AWS. And we're doing Cloud Ops today, so I'm super pumped. That is like my space, DevOps Jackie. How about yourself, Banjo? Do you want to give a quick introduction?
Hey everyone, my name is Banjo Biami. I'm a developer advocate at AWS, and I also like to build and excited to see what people are going to do with this Cloud Ops challenge. So yeah.
Fantastic. So I guess let's just get right into the challenge. I think everybody's here. We're excited. We're ready to go. We've got a lot of buttons for things to hit on my end over here. So just, adding in our slides. Here we go. So welcome to the very first AWS GameDay World Championship. And it is time for you to show off your skills and your prowess for a chance to be crowned. We've already done a couple rounds here. Very excited to have you come in and do this. And we want to find our world champions. So this is open to developers of all skill levels. You can come and join and get in on the action to compete for worldwide glory. I mean, who doesn't want that? As well as a chance to claim our top prize, an all expenses paid trip to Las Vegas for AWS reInvent 2022. And I'm just getting some stats right now that are coming in that I think you might be interested in. So far, it is our 5th qualifier out of a total of 9, which means that 20 teams have already been qualified for the finals on September 28th. But after today, we're going to have 5 more. So if you come in the top of this challenge, you too could be one of the 5 teams that make it. Yesterday's top 5 teams didn't actually settle until the very last minutes of the game, and there's only a couple points separating the teams that qualified from the teams that just barely missed out. So we can't wait to see what you do with this information. Can't wait to see how you do with this competition. And let's
down
get
to the
into
wire.
the next slide. I know, I was watching it yesterday, and it really was down to the wire. Like, I think it was like the last 30 seconds is what changed to one of the teams.
Wow.
But yeah, so kicking into this, let's just get ready here. It is mostly you, we're going to be taking definitely no shortcuts to making the world a better place today. So my name is Jackie Grunrod, and I am your Chief Marketing Officer at Unicorn Rentals. So let me welcome you to our headquarters. Thank you for joining us. Take a look around. And we're absolutely thrilled that you're taking this challenge on to help us optimize our operations. We wish you all of the best with your missions. Let's see. There's the slide button. Yeah. So of course we have to have a legal disclaimer. AWS Game Day is a lighthearted adventure into the world of cloud technology and DevOps, my favorite. This content is intended to be humorous and playful in order to provide a fun learning experience for you and your teammates. So all references are fictitious. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or even actual events, is purely coincidental and unintentional. So if you have ever played before, you are legally obligated to laugh at repeated jokes. Emoji blasts are absolutely welcome. And yeah, our legal team has mandated that I tell you the following. Laugh at our corny jokes. There will be plenty, and especially if you've participated before, make sure you share some humor with us. Have fun, try new things, get out of your comfort zone, and just have a blast with it. And finally, we've got a no fire policy for the next 3 hours, so yeah.
Have fun, make mistakes, and don't worry.
Exactly. And so I guess that brings us to the start of our module 1. So I would like to take a moment to welcome to the stage our CTO of Unicorn Rentals, Banjo.
Hello, everyone. At Unicorn Rentals, we believe everyone deserves the ability to request a unicorn in an easy and secure manner and at a low cost. and universal rental is expanding. We need to set up a new tech infrastructure and onboard new employees quickly to meet the growing need in the industry. Along the way, you have been met with a couple of attachment competitors, so we need new hires to help our operations team, and that's why you're here.
Don't mind me, just catching up on the slides here. Yep. There we go. We made it to the next one.
Oh, wait. I'm getting some interest. I've been told that you're the only members of the operations team that know how to fix these problems. So we can't connect the server, can't diagnose problems. There's no SSH, you can't get in. API endpoints aren't reporting anything. Everything's slow. This is not good for people wanting to get unicorn. So we need people that can help right away. So we have architecture. Yes, as a CTO, I like to spend most of my time is making PowerPoint slides. So here's a beautiful architecture. And you see there is problems in this. So the previous team has looked at automated deployments so they can build a pipeline, have the description to keep the infrastructure as code. I think they have some tests. Something's going on, but I just write PowerPoints all day, so I'm not quite sure. So somebody has to go into the actual code and see what's going on and fix it so we can sell more rent more unicorns. Yes. So task 1, identify what potential customers are unable to register their interest, find a way to connect to the server, identify log files that can find the root cause, and ensure the registration data is saved correctly in our database. Second task would be improve the performance of our API. We cannot have slow APIs if people are trying to rent unicorns. And then task 3 is resolve deployment issues and ensure that it fixes all the code and is saved in the code repo so I can make a nice PowerPoint slide showing everything's working.
Let's see. That brings us to the next task, or next part, right?
Yeah. So this, I believe, there is some ways to actually access our system, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. This is how our dashboard looks. So you'll be seeing the score of which teams are actually doing well, the trend, your rank. So I like number 1, so aim for number 1 because you'll be highlighted in my PowerPoint slide that I present at the end of our discussion. What's the next slide? Yes. To access it, that's the team name. So team names are also very important. Make sure you have a nice name that everybody can enjoy. Be silly, be fun, but keep a simple team name that we can all enjoy. And that's your team that'll be fixing our problems. Next slide. If you want to see how what's contributing to the score, mask the score events button to see what is being updated and what's actually counting towards your improvement so it could be number 1. This is how it looks. Score events page. It shows what events you have, what you've earned, how many points, and when. And it will also give you clues if things go wrong, which probably will happen. And then the all-important scoreboard button. It's relatively self-explanatory. You see who's winning and who's going to be in my PowerPoint slide at the end. That's an example of how it looks like. Be number 1, so it can be in the PowerPoint deck that I present.
And of course, we're going to have the scoreboard live on the stream as well for people who want to check it out and follow along. It's going to be presented intermittently throughout our stream too.
And that's your AWS console. So that's how you log in, find what the problem is. And some more instructions once you get your team name. You need your team name first. Once your team name's there, you can access your AWS console environment. Some instructions there. Make sure you can get in. Let's see.
Yeah, so now that you've got those teams' names in place, you're probably wondering, how do I access or target my AWS environment? So for this, you're going to have to press that AWS console button, and then you're going to go to your federated login. And that'll be credentials that you can see be used if you want to use the AWS CLI. You don't need to use them for Cloud Endear user accounts. For that, you'll already have created a Cloud Endear user in IAM. Let's just hop over to the next one.
And if you want to log in EC2 instances via SSH, you can click that button to get the private key to use your authentication. In this game day challenge, you will not need to use this key to solve the challenges, so it's just there if you need it. And that's the README for the module, so if you need to know what's going on, give you step-by-step instructions of what to do. The README is there to provide instructions. The Chime Room, is that the next thing? Oh, yes. That's how you're going to connect and collaborate with your team via Chime. Very important for everybody to connect together via the same Chime Room.
It's going to be really hard to have those discussions about the problems that you're trying to solve if you can't talk about it. So make sure to jump into those Chime Rooms and converse, figure out how to work as a team, and do your best to solve the problems that we're going to lay out for you. And then on to our next one. Again, talking about working in teams. We pretty much just said this, but you want to meet your teams through the Chime Room link that's shown in the remote assistance module on your team dashboard. Do not create your own Chime groups. We have those already for you. And yeah.
How about Ben?
Yeah. Getting help. Do you want to talk about getting help, Banjo? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
I'm like trying to change them in 2 places, and it's surprisingly difficult. So if you're looking to get some help, you can kind of see we've got these red circles on the images for you to see better. If you get stuck, please make sure to ask for help. We know it's a timed event, and we want to see you do the best that you can with the time that you have. So make sure to get a request from unicorn.rental support immediately if you need it, and click that request help button in the presentation stream if you need it. And yeah, next, here we go.
Oh, yeah, the support. Yeah, raising hand in Chime is not a request for support. Use the remote assistance module, and then the staff member will come out and help via Chime.
Yeah, so if you raise your hand to Chime, it's only visible within the scope of that bridge, so the actual support teams aren't going to be able to see it and help you. So just to kind of reiterate, like you want to request help in that remote assistance module, and that's going to notify a Unicorn Rental staff member to your Chime Room so they can kind of come drop in and actually help you. Otherwise, they might not see it.
Oh, if I have a super important announcement, you'll see it up there at the top. So, as a CTO, I like to make PowerPoint and also say big, broad objectives. So you'll see something cool there once in a while.
Yeah, so you might get some things like updates on infrastructure or hints there. So be sure to keep an eye on that. And I think that brings us to the point where it is time to get ready.
Yes, and with the event engine.
Oh, geez. Here goes my camera. We're doing great today. There we go. We're back. So make sure to click on this URL to go get a check onto the dashboard. You're going to want to click the link, enter your hash into this player dashboard, and then go join your team call and get started. Yeah. So with that said, let the games begin. Let's see.
How's the scoreboard looking? We have to have number 1 somewhere, don't we?
We do. Just trying to bring that up.
Uh-oh.
So far, we're a little bit empty, but I'm sure people are going to get started and get joined.
Yes, I need my number 1 team.
And yeah. Let's see, I'm just checking on chat. There's been a lot of discussion going on. We've got a couple questions in here. Oh, there's our first team signed up. This is exciting. I'm actually really excited to see how this plays out and what everyone
Game's
does.
over. We see somebody. All right. Well. All right, you got some more teams joining. Great. Remember, set your team name so you can show up in the scoreboard and you know you're ready to start. And you must set your team name before you start.
Just waiting to see who comes in, how it gets going, and how everything is playing out, if you would.
Yeah, I see about like 6 teams so far, so it's good.
Yeah, 6 is a good start. I'm not entirely sure how many we're expecting, or more so, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that number while live on a stream, because we do have that number somewhere in the background, but I have a feeling I shouldn't say it out loud. So, oh, Mr. Robot, what a good show. I haven't finished it yet. I'm still only on like season 3, but that's such a good team name.
Oh, you need to get on it. Very good show.
I know. I've got to finish watching that eventually. Scrolling through here, we can see there's a couple more teams that have joined. Ooh. Looks like we're at about 10 teams now. And yeah, just as a reminder, the top 5 will be moving on to the finals. So you only need to qualify in one of these qualifying rounds and one of these regions. I think you can actually only participate once, but when you do, you will then move on to the finals where you have a chance at that big prize. So definitely come in, do your best. I can't wait to see how it goes.
Also, if anyone's interested to come on and share about the experience, feel free to reach out to the support staff and we'll try to bring you on stream to talk about what you're doing.
Oh, yes, definitely. We have some time allocated if people are interested in coming and talking to us for a little bit about how your experience has been, what your favorite parts are, how the competition's going, anything you'd like to talk to us about. We've got a couple slots. So do send us a message or let us know that you'd be interested in doing that if you do want to. And of course, in the nature of live streams and things happening, there is somebody mowing the grass right outside of my window right now, and I have no idea if my mic picks it up.
I don't hear anything, so it's good.
And just to kind of touch on this question that we've got here about where can you find the event hash? If you registered for this event, you should have an event hash in your email. So you'll want to check your email and look for that registration hash to join the event. I feel like in my head right now, the Jeopardy music is playing. It's like, like, I can't wait to see the first point come in. Like, Although I do believe I actually have some quiet music here that we can play in the background while people are getting set up and started. So it's not just kind of us, just kind of like, hello, friends. When will the first point come in?
I know. I'm just looking at the waiting for that 0 to turn into like a 1.
I know. I can't wait. We'll just put this quiet lo-fi on in the background.
Oh yes, lounge.
Yeah, very like soothing, good while you're finding your team and getting everything set up, figuring out your first steps here. Yes. They're just going to stare at both of us. Okay, well.
You can also do that. I don't know how many points that gets, though. That could be
I don't think the staring gets any points. So how's everyone finding it so far? Are you finding the things you need? Do you need any help? Please remember to feel free to ask or to hit that support button if you're needing a little bit of assistance getting started. Intense focus on the scoreboard. So I think as we're waiting for things to kick off and get started, we might hop off camera for a bit and just keep this scoreboard shared. And then as we start to see some things happening and coming in, we're going to come back. But that gives us a little bit more time to kind of help or discuss behind the scenes and get some of these questions answered and, just let you get started too. So you're not trying to read this as we're just kind of like, why haven't you given points yet?
Yes, I need to work on my next PowerPoint too. So this would be a good time for me to look on that.
Oh yeah, you know how that C-suite life, always PowerPoint hustling, always be PowerPointing.
See you in a bit.
All right, we'll see you in a bit. And it looks like we've got our first points coming in.
Whoa,
I
point.
know, we made it. So One Next SRE is our first team to get some scores coming in. Banjo and I in the background just like, oh, it's time. Yes, we're so excited.
Yes, I saw green, and when I see green, my eyes light up. So it's like, all right, that's what I like to see. Green and up. That's all.
I almost want us to like get like some kind of, oh, geez, there goes my battery.
That's red and down.
That's not what we want. We'll just do this for now until we can come back to that. Always have a backup. But it looks like we're getting our first points coming in. We've heard that some of the teams are shuffling into their rooms and getting started. So just make sure that you're communicating with your team, you're talking through it. Take a moment to read through the README and the architecture and just really have fun with this. We know that your predecessors left you not the best architecture to work with, but we're really excited to see what you, our new hires at Unicorn Rentals, can build for us. So can't wait to see how it goes. Excitedly waiting for the next points to come in.
Yes, I need to see more green. Green, green, green. That's the one. So score.
Green, 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 all the way up. And of course, if you do need help, please remember that if you raise your hand in Chime, they won't see it. So make sure you go to that support module and you click it there. We do have people waiting on our end to make sure that they're supporting you and helping you. And yeah, very excited. I feel like we should be doing like fun predictions or something, and I don't even know how to start. I'm like, what do sportscasters do when they're watching like games and stuff, right? Talk about the scores and the points and the plays and
players.
The really great sportsing. I mostly watch hockey, so I don't know how relevant that's going to be to pretty much everyone else in the channel. So
I do not see pucks flying around, so no.
I love this. In the background, we just got a comment that says DevOps is really not a full contact sport, and most of the time I agree, but I'm just kidding. And yeah, we do have a couple people, I believe, that have been asking some questions in the chat about the hashes. Please make sure to check your DMs. I believe Arctic Fox has sent you a message just regarding what to look for. Oh, we've got some more points coming in. That's another 100 points on the board. That sounded announcery.
Yes, points.
Points, points, points on the board. More points on the board. And yeah, I believe we've got some people coming around and checking in on your rooms and seeing how you're doing. Just, make sure you're talking it through what's going on, take a look through the problems and see what you can do with it. Oh, there's some more points. Now we've got 2 teams with 1,000. Very exciting. I think I was going to say something and I got completely distracted. I feel like it would be really cool to have like a hardware module plugged into the game days that like lights up in the background. When points come in. Oh, like those like amusement park, like you hit the thing and it lights up. Something like that just like it spikes with the amount of points that came in. I think that'd be pretty cool in the background.
Taking notes.
Yes. Maybe a future project for fun. And there's some more points. We've now got 4 teams on the board, which is great.
Oh, this is going to come down to the wire, I can tell.
Yeah, I guess as a reminder, there are 5 spots. So the top 5 will be going on to the finals. There'll still be one more round of qualifiers, I believe, next week, which will be our 3rd and final round of qualifiers. So yeah, more points. We've now got, is it still 4? I can count. It is 4 teams on the board. Still. That's awesome, though. Yeah, I feel like this is us right now. I've just highlighted this comment from Twitch and chat. It says, show me the green. We want to see all of those green points coming in. I mean, that's what we do as C-suite members of a company, right? We want that green.
All day, every day, green.
And PowerPoints. I'm going to get a message from somebody who's actually a C-suite. Just be like, Jackie, that's not what we do. Stop saying that on the internet. Like, I guess while we're waiting for some more points to come in and seeing how things shake out, Andrew, I have a question for you.
Yes.
When a group of security people go on vacation, what is their favorite thing to do on a boat?
Tough one. Place blame on people?
Get blame. It's actually good to go fishing.
Good one.
I know, terrible. Jokes are always better in text when they're corny like that, but
You must got a database of these jokes somewhere.
oh, I have that one memorized terribly, but I think there was a streamer doing a while back where we had a surprise redeem points for a funny joke that we weren't prepared for. So I was like Googling things on the side, like corny computer jokes help. Yeah, we're getting up there. We've got, it looks like 3 teams. Let me go check on this dashboard and scroll down. Yeah, we've got 3 teams at 1,000 and 1 team at 100. I don't know what view's better. We've got the title here, but we see less teams. But if we scroll down, we see more teams. So
More teams. I like seeing more teams. More opportunity to see green.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking too. So we can get that top 5 view. Yeah, that is 5.
Because the top 5 move on. So yes, you want to see who's at top 5 at all times.
All right, I think I'll give it a couple more minutes and see what comes in. And while we're giving it a few more minutes for points to come on the scoreboard, I'm going to change my battery. So we will be right back. And it looks like we've got another 1,000 points coming in for one next SRE. And of course, if you are still trying to figure out how to get started, you need some help, please feel free to message for support, check your support module. I'm just like lurking over here, checking out the dashboard behind the scenes. It's very fun. You can see like a lot more information.
Lots of teams, yes. Lots of green there too, yes.
Yeah, lots of green starting to come up. Very exciting. Wonder if we have any like questions that have been asked a few times that maybe we could discuss or see. And of course, as we mentioned before, if you are interested in talking to us about your experience, feel free to shoot us a message, maybe talk to support. I'm not really sure what the best way is. Maybe, I guess you could shoot us a DM on Twitch or Twitter, whatever is the most convenient way for you to reach out to let us know that you'd be interested in talking about how this is going so far with us.
Yes, we like to interview and talk. So yes, please reach out.
And we're also getting a request for Mr. Robot team. If you're looking to get some help with your support, please hop into the Chime Room so that we can talk to you about it. It's the easiest way for our support team to kind of hop into your room and talk with you. So just hop on that Chime Room and you can get some support with the things that you need help with. I feel like I should change the music up soon because it's just been lo-fi for the first like hour.
What else you got?
Well, let's see. We have a smaller range of things, actually. We've got some acoustic cinematic, some dance pop, some daydreaming, some feeding the ducks, right, into space, night driving, and rock.
Well, you know I like to dance, so that's why I'm biased to dance pop.
All right, let's switch that over to here. It looks like we are almost an hour in. We're starting to get some teams on the board, but we're really looking forward to seeing some other teams come on the board too. Just, you know, making slides.
And dancing.
Yeah, why not? I feel like I should have made a poll for music. We can make a poll for the next one, like maybe 10 minutes before we're going to change the track and see what people vote for.
Good idea. Let's get the crowd to be involved.
Yeah, and I guess just to kind of recap for anyone who's joined late or is maybe interested in what's going on and wants to kind of figure out why we're just sitting here kind of avidly watching the scoreboard, we are in the second week of qualifiers for our first ever AWS Worldwide Championships for game days. And we're currently in our first module of the game day. So just kind of quick recap. Welcome, new hire. You are the latest member of our operations team. But it seems like actually I've just been told that you're the only members of our operations team, as the last slot went to DevNull diving and they have never been seen since. So you're joining us here at a company probably called Unicorn Rentals to help get everything shipshape and top ready for our new launch, generic unicorn related service, GERS. You're joining us here. We're ready to go, and your predecessors were partway through setting up the environment to host our initial website and API. We haven't decided yet what it's going to do, but it's probably something like holding a page that people can register their interest on. How modern, right? So we have an architecture diagram in our README. Sorry, Banjo, I think I heard you go to say something, so you can,
I was going to say, yes, we need unicorn expertise, so yes.
Yes, exactly. This is really hard. I only have one monitor, so I'm just like doing my best over here. But we do have a README where you can see our architecture diagram and kind of get an idea of what it's supposed to look like and what's supposed to happen. And you know, our previous team was really keen on automated deployments and the like. So they built a pipeline with some description to keep the infrastructure up to code. And there was some tests we think there were. So just to kind of refocus on the issues that we have identified and we want you to work on. Number one is that we can't connect to the service. We can't connect to the server to diagnose any other problems. There's no SSH. So you need to find a way to shell or get into that server. Our second issue is that the API status endpoint over at /API/status is reporting that it can't use the database properly. This seems like a problem. We probably need to be able to reach our database and make sure that it works properly. So that will be the second thing we need you to focus on. Our third problem is that the API seems very slow. Not good for anybody. Nobody wants a slow API server or a slow web server or a slow app, really a slow anything. We don't want slow here. We want to be fast.
Fast.
Yes, magical and getting those green lights. So we want you to fix that slow API. And our final problem is something just keeps breaking our deployment pipeline and we don't know why. So we need you to fix that deployment pipeline and get everything rolled out there for us. The code for everything is in AWS code commit, and you can modify your files directly in the console. So that should be good. And you can also use some kind of Cloud9 instance if you wanted to use that and work in that environment. And we are wishing you all the best of good luck because we need you to make our website get up and running and to keep this company going. I do see some questions about another game day we have coming up, which is the AWS GameDay for WISIS. That's going to be next week. I will actually be back on the stream for that one as well with our lovely Banjo and I's lovely teammate Jenna Peterson as well. But we will be back for that one next week. And let's see. I see some more points coming in. Very exciting. Very excited.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, and there's a change in the top place team. Ooh, very exciting.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, new number one team. Uh-oh. This is going to come down to the wire again.
Okay. Is this Yumanishiki? I don't know how to say this.
Good enough.
That's always the fun part when people get to make up their own team names and you're just like, I will do my best to read this. Oh no, this current one is not for the WISIS one. I see there is a kickoff webinar. I'm gonna check behind the scenes and see if I can get you some information for the WISIS one. Because this currently is the AWS GameDay World Championship stream for the second qualifier.
Yes.
It seems like there's a couple WISIS folks here, so I'll take that behind the scenes and see if we can get the right place for you. All right, so I've got some answers for the folks who are looking for the WISES kickoff. It looks like we've had a little bit of a scheduling conflict. So if you're looking to join the WISES Game Day kickoff pre-event, go over to twitch.tv/howdypartnershow. I've just dropped that in chat, as well as Gunnar. Yeah, it looks like there's been a little bit of a conflict. So just kind of check out on that link and they should be able to get you up and running. And in the meantime, I look forward to seeing you next week as well for that game day, 'cause I will also be there. So I hope you enjoy the kickoff and the pre-event call, and we'll see you there. Yeah, no problem.
See you next week.
So many game days. It's so fun.
So fun. What if we had a game day every day?
As Banjo and I are aware that we've got like 3 game days over a couple months going on. Resend the link? Yeah, no problem. Here it is. It's just in chat for that WISES one. I like how it almost... Oh, Gunnar's sharing it on YouTube. Oh, that's why I didn't see it over here. Because I see it in that like centralized chat, but not necessarily the other one. And we've got some more points coming in as well. Oh, it looks like we've got some more teams on the board. Let's just take a moment to kind of scroll through. So we've got our top place team. Somebody's going to have to message me how to say this. I am so sorry. Yuminashiki, they're in our top place at 2,250. We've got One Next SRE in second place currently at 2,000, but they're tied with 2 more teams. The second coming, oh, did they? Wait, does the trend go right now, or it looks like there's still 2,000?
Yeah, that's what happened, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, look at more points coming in. So they're currently tied for second place with the second coming and FM Tool Bats. We've also got ABNT2 squad up on the board. And we've got some other teams who've joined. They've claimed their spot, and we're just kind of waiting to see some points come in from them. So again, if you need some support, please check out the support module. And yeah, we're looking forward to seeing how this goes. Oh yeah, I was going to keep it so we could see the top 5. There we go. Move that back down.
Great, yes.
And yeah, I think we mentioned earlier, but again, if you're working away on these problems and you want to talk about your experience so far, share some things with us, we would love to have you come join us on this stream. Just send a chat message one of us, message support, send some kind of message to let us know that you're interested, and we can kind of figure out how to pull you up on here and have a couple of minutes discussing how it's going. Because it's definitely an interesting part of the experience for us to be here on camera, and we're just watching this board like, yeah, points. But we would love to actually hear more about what the problems you're working on are like, how you're solving it, like, how's your team working together, anything about the actual experience for you, the participants.
Yes, we'd love to talk to you, so please request and we'll get you up here so you can share with all the audience here.
I wonder if I can set up like some kind of like ding or something when I see points coming in, but that would be really distracting. So maybe I won't. I guess as a participant, I wouldn't want that. So,
Ding! I saw some more points, yeah.
It's like when you're playing video games with a group of friends and somebody levels and you're like, ding!
Ding!
And there's another 50-point ding coming in. getting some behind the scenes suggestions that we should just, pull up a DevOps deck and just start talking about DevOps. And I'm like, yes, but I'm also like, no.
Have
But
you
we
ever done
could
this?
talk about DevOps. I mean, that's a thing I could do.
You'll be very good at slide karaoke, where you just get a random slide and you just
I am
gotta talk.
so bad at slide karaoke. I've actually done it a couple times, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, what are these slides? There's like that Jackbox games that has a slide karaoke kind of game on it, and somebody else is like editing your slides as you're trying to present, and it's just wild. It's very difficult to do. Let's see, will this be recorded? Great question. I believe the answer is yes, but let me double check with the rest of the team before I give you the 100% answer. Yes, the lawnmower is back. Can you hear that?
Oh yeah, I hear it. Oh
Okay,
yeah,
I'm just gonna mute my mic.
yeah, it will be recorded. The past ones were recorded as well.
Oh, and I see Mr. Robot coming in with their first 1,000 points, and they're now getting onto that scoreboard. Congratulations.
Woohoo.
Welcome.
Like I said, this is going to come down to the wire, so don't think you're out of the woods yet.
Yeah, I think, where did that fact go? I had it open on my phone so that I could reference it, because I've only got one monitor today. It is not open anymore. But that last stream we watched, I think it was for AMER, the rankings were changing right up to the last 30 seconds. We saw so many points coming in just right at the wire. Very like, you're watching it and you're like, oh, this looks like it's it. This is it. Oh my God. And they came up to take second place. So I'm really excited to see how this is going to happen today.
How much time is left in this game day?
That is a good question. I have a timer open, but I am not sure how to screen share two things at the same time. It looks like we have an hour and 50 minutes left, but we will double check that. So I think we're about 2/3, or not 2/3. We've got about 2/3 remaining. Quick maths live does not work. There's another 50 points for the team. I can't pronounce it. I still can't. I'm just gonna, Yonishiki? We're just gonna look this up on the side at this point. We've got a question for the YSYS Game Day. We are currently hosting the second round of qualifiers for the World Championships of Game Days. Let me just grab that link for you to share in chat so you can head over to that webinar.
Post that link in chat. There it is.
There we go. So it's over there in chat now. If you're looking for the YSYS link, we've got it up on the board briefly. We've got it down in chat. So feel free to go over to Howdy Partner Show for the webinar for the YSYS Game Day. And there's some more points coming in. And while we're just kind of hanging out watching the scoreboard, we would love to see some selfies of your team on social media. If you're participating in this game day, please post them out using the hashtag AWS GameDay. We want to see how you're doing. Are you doing this remotely in different Chime Rooms? Are you in person? Just, yeah, we're interested in seeing how you're building the things that you're building and how you work together as a team. I'm just like head bobbing over here to the music, like, yeah.
Yeah, get that poll ready for the next music selection, yes.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let me learn how to do polls from here.
Yes, we're learning too.
It's always fun when you're kind of like learning things together live. Like it's like a little bit stressful, but you know, it's fun. I feel like we've got a very quiet group because I was like, somebody will volunteer to come speak to us. But I think everyone's just really focused on that reInvent ticket and, you know, winning the top prize and making it to the finishers. So,
you know
what? That's fair. I don't blame them at all. I probably would do the same thing. Exactly. You got to make sure you're climbing that leaderboard, getting those green points in. Let's see. We've got some more points on the board as well. More teams on the board. Teams, words. How are we at? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams on the board now.
Look at that trend. Yeah, look at that green.
Starting to come in. Yes, right? Now I can move it so we can see the top 6 even. Then we kind of know who's like edging in for that last spot right there. Who's trying to, you know, sneak right into that number 5. Well, not the last spot, but the last spot that will get you to the finishing round. So. All right, what do you say we take a little break and then we'll come back and check up on the teams again in maybe, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes?
See you then.
Give you some focus time without us in the background, like, and the games. All right, we'll see you again soon. We were taking a break, but as we're looking, we're like, oh my God, they just got another 1,000 points and they came into the first place spot.
2,000 points just like that. Bam!
I know.
What's going on?
I know. Just as I walk away for some water, it's just like sparkles, a new first place team appears. So we've now got the second coming has just slammed in that 2,000 points and come up into the first place right here. So there's been we're starting to see a bigger range in the points happening in the game right now. And we're just really excited to see kind of how this is going. And this is our first twist so far. So I'm pretty excited about it.
The first quarter is over, and now it's like, now it's near the end. So you just got to get those points.
Yeah. We're definitely getting towards, I think we're about the halfway point, just under the halfway point. So there's still plenty of time to kind of hit your groove and find your rhythm and your teammate. Oh God, words are so hard. Why are they so hard?
Some more points. Yep. So
yeah, some more points coming in. Yeah, we're just really excited about this. So excited that I can't put words together in a words way.
What are words?
Yeah, we were gonna take that quick camera break and we saw those points come in. We're just like, oh God, we have to come back. That's way too exciting to not be on camera for. Yeah, we need some fireworks. I feel like we need some kind of what can we do in chat here?
Fireworks.
Just got some kapows. I mean, what we're really looking for right now, can I post this from here? How does this work? Let's find out. Does it just give the name of the emoji or does it give the actual emoji? Time to learn. Yes, it does. We've got this. I didn't realize it was going to auto post to his YouTube. Sorry, I just made you post some gibberish on YouTube. But we are looking to crown the winning team. So this could be you in chat with this emoji. Oh,
get a nice crown. Oh, Jack disappeared again.
I turned auto sleep off, and it does not care. It's just like time to sleep. Okay, now we'll take our short little break, and we'll come back in, I don't know, about 10 minutes or sooner if something exciting happens.
Like more points come in.
Exactly. Wishing you all the best and good luck. Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, we got some new scores. Yes.
We do. We're now topping out at over 5,000 points, which is exciting. And everyone on our screen right now actually has at least 2,000 points. So competition's starting to get a little bit more heated. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. How are you feeling about this?
Oh, that's great. Yes, I can just feel like it's going to come down to the wire. We already see a lot of teams just tied already. So yeah, every point counts. So keep it going.
I'm just trying to find the slide that we're currently on to get to the slide we'd like to talk about, because we would like to talk you through module number 2. Everything looks so small on this monitor. Let's see. I see some more points coming in as well. We're just getting a bit more of a spread across the teams that are playing. All right, I don't know how to do polls, so just put into chat what you would like to hear from music next. And while we're waiting for those answers to come in, I believe that we're going to talk through the second module.
Oh, I did module 2. All right, awesome.
That's number 1. Oh yeah. Let's just skip over. Here we go. Module number 2. All right, so we've talked through a little bit of the first module. On to number 2, we are now talking about onboarding new employees. So if an employee purchases non-approved tools to use on the company network, well, it's not if, they actually did. It turns out that that tool was actually malware, and it was from a competitor, and it is auto-creating EC2 instances in an effort to raise billing costs and basically bankrupt us. How could they try to bankrupt Unicorn Rentals like that? How dare they? So that is our first part to talk about, and we've got some more details to follow. Let's hit the next slide and bring us to this architecture diagram. And Mr. Banjo, the CTO, would you like to talk through this for us?
Yes, you are a member of the DevOps team at Unicorn Rentals. And Jake recently joined Unicorn Rentals and the DevOps team, provisioned him a new workstation named Employee Desktop. The workstation is only used for working with files from the local storage and from S3. And employees' SSH access over the network is restricted. After Jake's first day of work, in the AWS account suddenly appeared a bunch of malicious EC2 instances that are being launched continuously and are increasing our bill and affecting our security posture. Your main task is to solve this current issue, but also to prevent anything like this from happening in the future. You have to make sure that all related teams, DevOps, security, finance, are getting notified when an issue like this occurs. Below, you find a list of specific tasks you need to accomplish for winning points. When you complete the task, you should type your answer to the question in the input area of your dashboard and press the Update button. Just make sure to read the output received in the output area of your dashboard. It will tell you if the task was done successfully, completed, or not. Every time you press the Update button, we are checking for task completion. So for tasks where the answer should be yes or true, you should update your answers as many times as needed until the output is successful, even if the answer is the same all the time. So the task 1, find out who's continuously launching the malicious instance and fix the root cause. Make sure that the AWS account is clean and no malicious instances are running. Task 2, create a mechanism that will notify the security team by email only when new EC2 instances are launched. You can use a dummy email address or your own email address if you want to check if the functionality works. It can take up to 5 to 10 minutes to actually receive the notifications, but you can check immediately for task completion in the dashboard by updating the input for the task. Task 3, the security team wants to know at any time if there's any customer managed IAM policies that have administrative permissions that are basically star. Your task is to create a mechanism to discover the non-compliant policies, if any, and fix the permissions to use least privilege. Task 4, the DevOps team is usually expecting a fairly consistent AWS usage, but because of the incident of the malicious instances being constantly launched, the team wants to closely monitor the AWS usage for the EC2 service in the account. Your task is to make use of the machine learning models to notify the DevOps team by email every time the average number of virtual CPUs for a period of 15 minutes shows an anomaly. You can use a dummy email address or your own email address if you want to check the functionality works. It can take up to 5 to 10 minutes to receive the notification, but normally you can check the dashboard for updating the input of the task. And finally, task 5, you need to connect to Jake's employee's desktop and retrieve the content of the module tool.secrettext from S3 by executing the following script: /temp/get module2 secret.sh. Good luck.
Interesting. Now we've got some malware, we've got some problems, and we want you to fix them. You should be able to find all of the information that we've just covered if you need to review it in your module README as well. So don't forget to cross-reference there so that you can see your task list when we're still showing the scoreboard on the stream. Speaking of which, let's check in. What's going on over here?
Whoa, look at that.
Ooh, it's getting close again. We've got 2 teams over 5,000. So much green.
2,000 points all at once. Yeah, anything can happen.
So we've currently got the Second Coming in top place. I still don't like, I looked it up and I'm no closer. Is it Yume Nishiki? I don't know. Sorry. You're in second place. We've got FM Tool Backs. Don't know how to say that one either, but you're in third place. AVNT2 Squad in fourth, and One Next SRE is currently in fifth. And we've got almost every single team that's signed on so far has actually got points. So pretty much everyone is on the scoreboard now, which is pretty exciting to see.
But only the top 5 will go on, so get those points.
This is true. And I guess while we're kind of waiting for some people to get some points together, let's see what we've got coming in. For those of you who are still trying to make some progress on module number 1, if you see that someone has made a bad commit, why don't you try to think of that as some kind of event-driven application? There might be something you could use to watch your pipeline, possibly something like EventBridge. I'm not really sure though, I'm just the CMO. So That's
Those
what I've
words
been
sound
shared.
cool. Those words sound cool, so I like
I
them.
know. They sound like they could be helpful, possibly a hint.
Kubernetes, you know.
Exactly. And of course, if you've got a suggestion for the music you want to hear, I've thrown that into the chat. So far, only Banjo has responded, so we'll give that a couple more minutes. And as we've called out, if you are interested in talking to us about your experience, do send us a message or let us know. We'd be happy to interview you and see how it's been going. But of course, if you're very excited getting down to the wire and you just want to win, we totally get it too. We'd probably be playing for first place as well if we were participating. We're both pretty competitive and we're both gamers, so we kind of like to come on top of that scoreboard, be in that first place. I don't see any other suggestions coming in, so we'll try that space one. And of course, if you need some help or support, feel free to reach out using the support module and somebody will come along to help you. Well, not just some random person, but somebody working with us on this event from the support staff. And that's another 50 points for the second coming in right now.
Oh yeah, pulling away a little bit, 200-point lead.
Go take a look at that event view again. It's pretty neat. We can see a bunch of information.
New #1 first place. Woo-hoo.
Oh, do we have a new one? Oh, they've reclaimed first place. What do you think are the chances of somebody kind of like sneak attacking at the end and just getting a bunch of points and changing all of the
already
rankings?
seen that happen.
That is true. We have seen that happen. This is very chill music. Like I'm just kind of like drifting. I guess that's why it's into space.
I'm going to space, exactly. Oh yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of green coming in on the board right now. Lots of changes getting made, lots of code getting submitted. Very excited to see this. Oh yes, green, green. Things are getting fixed. Melissa's code is getting removed. I like it.
Yeah, it's never good to have malware running and, driving up your bills. If you were tackling this problem, how do you think you would start?
Hiring a good team to fix the problem.
Not wrong, CTO, not wrong. It looks like we're trying to find that root cause and figure out who's launching those instances. And I bet there's a couple services that might give you maybe some events or logs that you could check into and figure that out with. So I guess, while we're waiting to see some more movement, things come in, I've got a joke for you. Did you want to hear it?
Uh-oh. Do I?
Like, oh, no.
Okay, let's see.
Did you know what kind of pants are Mario and Luigi's favorite?
Blue?
Denim, denim, denim. Just saw myself off camera for that one.
Okay, I get it.
Denim, denim, denim. Oh, there's some more points coming in. People are like, Jackie, stop with the jokes. Let's get some points. Standings still seem the same, but the gaps between teams are getting a little bit smaller. So I think we're getting ready for some exciting end of the game soon plays. It's like when you're getting like right down to the wire and somebody just gets like a really nice like top shelf puck right in that goal.
Out of nowhere.
I love the jokes that we've got. What do you call a fish with no eyes?
Fish? Huh? No idea.
FSH.
Oh, geez.
I know. Wonder what our more like tense soundtrack is for the end as we come into that. We can loop that's a little bit more like, all right, we're getting towards the end.
Feeding the ducks, probably. Yeah,
I have no idea what that could be, and I've been wanting to click it since I saw it. All right, I think it might be time for another short camera break while we kind of let people settle into the scoreboard, and then we'll come back with module number 3, probably in 15 minutes or sooner if something exciting happens.
See you in a bit.
See you soon. I see some changes going on in the scoreboard. Very exciting. We have 45 minutes left. Yeah, 45 minutes left, it looks like, in our game day. So we thought we would come join and talk through Module 3 for you, and then we'll give you a little bit of time to work on that, and then we'll do Module 4.
All right, let's do it.
So let's just add this up to stream for Module number 3.
All right, so I'll start. This time, Unicorn Rentals is getting attacked on the outside. A competitor wanted to access the upcoming roadmap in an effort to get ahead of the top performer in our industry. Well, life's good these days at Unicorn Rentals. Things have stabilized with the new staff, business is booming. Wait a sec. The CISO just pinged me, and this can't be good.
Oh.
Looked like a junior admin committed his AWS keys to a public Git repo, and they've fallen into the hand of our number one competitor, Llamas and Apaches Limited. Woo! And of course, there was an admin key, so they gained access to the AWS account, made some malicious changes. The security team is hard at work in limiting the damage, but the AWS management and government expert, they need help executing the incident response plan. The image shows some examples of how the AWS management and government services are incorporated into the well-rounded security incident response plan. Next slide. So, your task, cloud trail detection, CloudWatch alarms, AWS config for EC2 tag compliance, AWS config for EC2 security group compliance, automated detection and automated remediation of attacks, and perimeter store for security for securing credentials.
Turns out I was hardware muted. Yes, those are your tasks for number 3. And since you seem to be chugging along quite well, we were actually thinking we might take a little bit of time here while we're off stream to drop by your Chime Rooms and see how it's going and just get a chance to talk to you like one-on-one or one-to-team and just kind of hear a bit about how it's going from you.
Yes, Chime is fun. Yes, see you there.
And then we will come back with module number 4. So you may or may not see us very shortly in your room. Good luck. Not with us, but with the tasks. See you there. Hello, 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 everyone. So we've dropped by a couple of your different Chime Rooms and groups to see how it's going. And it's really nice to see a variety of, I guess, where teams are and what they're enjoying the most out of this game day so far.
Everyone's busy, heads down, trying to get those last few points. I love it. Yes, build on.
Exactly. I love the focus. I love to see it happen. And so we've got exactly 30 minutes remaining in this game day. So we're going to cover module 4. But before we get into that, we just wanted to take a look at this scoreboard. We've got a pretty tight race between our top few teams here. We keep seeing them kind of trading places and getting these points coming in. And we're just going to take a scroll down. Here's where the status of the teams are so far. And we've got almost everybody on the board with some points, which is great to see. It looks like most of you have gotten some progress through, I think, module 1 and 2, based on how many points you have. And yeah, I'm like sliding off my stool for no apparent reason, because of course I am. But it's nice to see how everyone's kind of coming along. It's great to see like the screen sharing and the team discussions and everything else when we were dropping by. It's very close right now. I guess. Would you like to? Oh, I think it's actually the CMO that talks through module number 4.
Go through that.
Oh, here we go.
Have fun.
Thanks. Oh, there goes my camera, of course. Just come back. Come on, it's my time to read slides. Yes. All right, so as your CMO here at Unicorn Rentals, we are now up and running in our new location. So you've got to set up your infrastructure and you've fended off a couple of attacks. So, we're coming in towards the end of this. All that's left now is to monitor the health of your resources. Just hit next in 2 places. Yeah. So what we have here is an architecture diagram. And it is the architecture for the Unicorn Rentals web application that is being deployed in your infrastructure. So the Unicorn Rentals business team has announced an upcoming promotional event of 50% off renting all unicorns. You are not going to find a deal like this anywhere else, not only because we are the only ones that rent unicorns, but because it is just such a steal. Even if other companies did rent unicorns, they're not giving you 50% off. So our CIO has asked for a production readiness plan, as they're expecting our online traffic to double during this event, which makes sense. Big boom to traffic. So as the director of cloud operations, because you've been promoted, you and your team are now responsible for building an end-to-end monitoring and observability strategy for Unicorn Rentals website. So we're going to have the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, our nice front end portion is going to go with AWS Amplify. It's going to be on our web browser. It's how you're going to make it to there. You're going to authenticate using Amazon Cognito. And all of our dynamic API calls are, of course, over HTTPS. And that's going to be hooked in with Amazon API Gateway, AWS Lambda, and Amazon DynamoDB. So those are the surfaces. Yes, definitely surfaces. Those are the surfaces that we're expecting to kind of see in this stack. And so just kind of moving on to the final points for this, your tasks as we're coming into the end of the game are to sign up and request a unicorn, build an end-to-end monitoring and observability solution, and of course, the day of the promotional event. So that's what our asks for you as a team are. We need you to build that end-to-end proactive and reactive monitoring and observability strategy. And of course, troubleshoot any issues you encounter along the way. So, nothing too big. Just ship it, right?
Or did ship it. All right, let's do it.
Yeah, let's get going. We've got 25 minutes remaining in the game day. So at 3:45 Eastern, we're going to be taking a screenshot of the board as it stands, and those will be our winners. So those top 5 teams at the time of 3:45 Eastern or 12:45 Pacific, as my brain goes, what's -3? Those top 5 teams are going to be the ones that finish the round 2 qualifiers and move on to our finishing round. very exciting.
What is the scoreboard looking like?
That is a great question. Let's show that scoreboard.
Uh-huh. Also,
So
I don't think most teams have a module 4, so I think only module 3 is the last one. Yeah.
oh, is it?
Oh yes.
Oh, then, well, maybe there isn't a module 4. Oops, you only have module 1 to 3, so don't just ship it. My bad. Sorry to.
Yes, we'll have to hire another unicorn team to ship it.
All right. Yes, as your CMO, I have read the slides and I have led you astray. There is only 3 modules, so good news.
I did not
you do not
make
need to
those
build
slides.
end-to-end observability.
I didn't
We
make
don't
those
blame
slides,
you.
just
Well,
let
no,
you know.
let's blame the CISO. He's not here.
Yes, exactly.
So we have a bunch of teams that are getting really close to those top 5 positions. We're really excited to see how this race to the finish goes, ends, plays out, if you will. And we're just trying to give you an idea of what the max score is. We're just trying to get some final numbers so we can give you an idea of where you are. Somebody had suggested earlier that we should change our scoreboard to be a bunch of racetracks with a bunch of unicorns going from left to right, so you could see how close everyone was to the finish line at any given time. I know, I love the idea. Maybe a thing for future us.
Yes. Unicorn scoreboard.
It's funny, we've got all these time zone conversations going on. I think this is the most exposure to time zones literally everywhere I've had so far in my career. I've had a lot of time zone exposure, but I think we're like kind of we're operating out of like 9 or 10 different time zones this week. It's been very interesting to kind of see everything coming together.
I'm an ET right now. Yes, ET.
I'm
Drop your time zone in the channel.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a good idea. Yeah. If you're watching and joining us right now, we'd love to know where you're joining from. Feel free to drop in what time it is where you are, or what country or part of the world, or whatever you feel comfortable sharing. Just feel free to drop that in chat. We'd love to see. This is going to be a surprise to a lot of people. I am currently tuning in from Ohio. I know, right? Banjo's in Virginia. I'm usually, I was always based out of Toronto, and I've just recently moved over to Vancouver, so of course Canada, but today I'm in Ohio.
So you're in a different time zone then, yes.
It worked out really nicely though, because we're both in Eastern. Instead of like trying to do like the Pacific Eastern like ping pong as we're discussing, like we're just both in the same time zone. So I think that's made it a lot easier as hosts to kind of talk things through. We're still trying to figure out how close we are to the finish line of points. All right, so it looks like what we're hearing is that in our dry run that we did internally, the points topped out around 12,000. So there's still
Ooh.
some space, and that was for
Yeah.
3 modules. So we're having a very animated discussion behind the scenes. We've got a couple different variations of the game before, but that seems to be the most correct number.
Plenty of points left, and there's about 20 minutes left till scoring is over.
And I don't think that's the full points. That's just the highest that we had somebody score in our own dry run.
But the sky's the limit. Keep going.
Exactly. And of course, as we're doing this experience, we want to know how you've liked it. What did you enjoy? Was there anything that you think that we could work on to make this a better experience for you? So we have a survey link that we would love for you to just fill out and, give us some feedback on. I'm just scrolling to try and find it.
It's posted in the team dashboard, so if you check in the team
there we
dashboard and you fill out the survey, please. Thank you.
Perfect. Yes. All right, I think it's time for a music change again.
What is that duck one? Is that what
I need to know. We're clicking it. It's feeding the ducks time. I don't know. It's like almost kind of groovy.
Quack, quack.
So sometimes when we're listening to bass music, I will quack the bass part to my boyfriend. And I think every single time he's just like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? It's just very satisfying. Very annoying, but very satisfying. So we've got some more points coming on in. It looks like right now we've got 2 teams that are in the 8,000s. We've got 1 team that's just rounding up the top of that 6,000 bracket, another one that's about to get into 6,000s, and at least one that's in the 4,000s. Just slow scroll over here. Yeah, a few more that are tied in the 3,000 range. And yeah, we're just all coming along, and it's great. Love to see it. Getting into the final 15 minutes. This is really, really tight in this top 2 here, trying to figure out.
Oh, yeah. It's going to come down to the wire.
It really is.
Minutes left.
Just continuing to see those green points coming in. Very exciting.
Oh, look at that. Woo, 9,000. What? 9,000?
Just highlighting this comment from Arctic Fox. It looks like the Second Coming did not want to be in second place anymore.
Oh, no. But can they hold on? Less than 15 minutes.
14 minutes remain. Less than 1,000 points separate our first and second place teams right now. And as we're coming into that top 5, only 80 points are separating our 5th and 6th place right now. So it's really anybody's game still for who's going to make it to the finals.
That coveted 5th place spot.
I do happen to have my reInvent sweater handy right here, but I was actually getting cold. I was just like, I need a hoodie. And then I was like, oh, look, it's my reInvent one. What good timing. If you come in the top 5, you too have a chance at going to reInvent. Fully paid for.
And reInvent, they always give you a hoodie, so.
It's so true. I remember the first year I went was when I was just discovering like voice-activated devices. And I was like going to buy an Echo Dot for myself and start playing around with it. I'd done a couple voice hackathons. And I went with a couple teammates, and as we were checking in, they gave me a hoodie. And of course, an Echo Dot was what they gave out 2016. And I remember just sitting there at the check-in desk looking at it. And I was like, really? Like for me? And they're like, well, like for every attendee. And I was like, but I got one? Oh my God, I'm so excited. And they're like, yeah, like everyone gets one. I was like, oh my God, I traveled all the way from Canada and I got this Echo Dot. I was very excited. It was like the first big conference I ever went to. So I wasn't even like exposed to conference swag yet. So I just remember being like, this hoodie and that Echo Dot. Oh my God. And I went home and I like filmed a little video for my team. Like, look at what they gave us. Like, I was so excited. It was actually the last time I went to reInvent. So this upcoming reInvent is going to be my second ever time.
Oh, wow.
It's a nice 6-year gap in the middle, and I can't wait to see how it goes. Yeah.
You're gonna have a good time.
Oh, it's going to be great. I can't wait. We're generating some unicorn
Oh yeah, look at that.
images of people fixing DevOps issues in production in the back end here, and I wish I could share these on stream. This is pretty great. Oh wow, look at all those points coming in. The whole board is green right now almost. And that gap between first and second is getting even narrower. There's only 600 points now separating them. And from second and third, there's only 700 there.
How about our 4th, 5th, and 6th? Uh-oh. 60 points. It's close. And we got just 10 minutes remaining, so got to get those last couple points.
Exactly. I think we're at that. I was going to say we're at that point where every point counts. And I was like, no, don't say it like that, but it's too late. Just coming into the end here, 10 minutes left. So truly, every point matters. This fall winning emoji is probably my new favorite. Like, I just love the little crown. It's just like this crown. Oh, we've topped over 10,000 points in first place now. We're getting there.
2 over 9,000. Nice.
Oh my God, I was reading a different message and I was like, wait a second, he just made an over 9,000 joke and I missed it. No. I wish I had like a meme template generator I could just like slap on live streams, just like, just put like the little little spiky yellow hair over the two teams right now that are over 9,000.
That'd be pretty cool. Draw on the stream board, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And there's another 20 points and 20 points and 480 coming in. 8 minutes.
Points, points, points.
You get some points, and you get some points, and you get some points. Oh no, we didn't do module 4. Does that mean they did not, in fact, get promoted?
They did not.
Oh no. There's another 500 points coming in. Let's scroll down a little bit. We'll just keep this view up so we can see a little bit more of the full spec of teams. Still waiting to see if we're going to have any like sneak attack surprise changes at the last minute, which, you know, it's going to be soon. We're getting really close to the end here. Yeah, the team names are really fun. We've just got a comment in chat here. I kind of want to ask everybody, like, why'd you pick your team name? But honestly, I think if somebody asked me, I would just be like, I don't know. I was about to do a competition and I just typed something. So. Okay, what else do we have for music? We'll get through it by the end of this. Yeah, true. Good call out. We've got only 40 points between position 5 and 6. So there is 40 points. That's all that is separating between a spot in the finals versus an honorable mention. So
we got about 5 minutes left.
Yeah, just keep going. Just keep pushing. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Or I guess really pushing in this case. And let's see what happens. Maybe we'll have a last minute shakeup in the ratings. My brain just literally forgot words as I was trying to be like, oh. Okay, let's see what night driving is.
All right.
5 minutes left. You know, I bet rock would probably be the closest we have to some like tense music on here. Maybe for the last like 2 minutes, we'll put some rock on.
Right, yes.
Oh, this is a bit more beat.
Oh, have the standings changed? Oh no.
Oh, have they?
Oh no, 5th place has got a big jump.
Yeah, that's true. So one next SRE is really just trying to lock in their 5th top 5 place here. I don't blame them. I'd be doing the same thing.
Big trend, 1,000 points is there, yes.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm just sitting here like, look at the scoreboard.
Also, please remember to fill out the survey in the team dashboard. We love to get feedback and help make these events much better. So yes, fill out your survey.
Yes, we've done game days. I just said game days. We've done game days before, but this is, of course, our first annual World Championship. So we want to know how the experience is for you so that next year we can make it even better. I don't know why I've got a black dot on my webcam, but we're just going to roll with it today.
It's a terminal. You're going to type something into it.
That would be kind of funny, actually.
Run some commands on your webcam.
Oh, it's actually a black. That's why it's my battery dying again. I was like, what is that line? Jeez. Oh, whatever. We'll just do this camera for the last 5 minutes or last 15 minutes. I can't believe I've gone through 2 batteries on this live stream.
Time to update that camera.
It's brand new. I think there's like these special like packs that you can get that you can plug into directly, so that it doesn't like run out of battery. So I've tried at the Anaheim Summit. I tried actually just plugging it in and didn't want to take a charge that way. Now I know that the flashing terminal line is actually my battery dying.
Yes, not a command prompt. Okay.
Unfortunate. If only it was, and then we could just do like a keep alive. Let's see. We've got 2 minutes left.
2 minutes. Put on that rock music.
Oh yeah, I said I would. Here we go. 2 minutes remaining, and look at all of those points coming in. That's 4 teams just submitting right now at the same time. It's great. I'm changing my battery for my camera over my webcam, so I just look ridiculous. It doesn't want to go in. All right, we've just got webcam for the rest of this. It's not happening.
We'll just rock out for the last 2 minutes. 1 minute now. Whoa.
Well, let me see your best air guitar. What can you do for air guitar?
Air banjo.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was a missed opportunity. You know, like I would try headbanging, but with my luck today with tech, for sure my earbuds are going to go flying across the room. We've got 1 minute left, so we're just really coming in right at the end here. It's the final countdown. Here we go.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, and that plus 1,000 points coming in right at the end.
We have what? 10 seconds, 20 seconds, close.
We're coming in there. All right. Let's do a 5, 4, 3,
2, 1.
And here we are.
And what is the final scoreboard?
Taking a screenshot to drop it into the channel so that we have a record somewhere. But our final teams, oh look, I scrolled down too far. So we've got our top 5 here.
At the last second. Oh, Umaniski came through. They're number
Perfect.
1. And the second coming got second.
Oh no!
Yes.
Let's see. It looks like behind the scenes our game has been stopped. So this is our final scoreboard. Congratulations to our top 5 teams that will be going on to the finishers. And yeah, I'm very interested in either of the top 2 teams would like to come on and give us a couple words about, well, I guess really any of the top 5. If you're interested in coming on and talking about the experience, we've still got about like 10 more minutes, I think, left here. I also I really want to hear you talk about it. Like, I've just been watching from the side. We've dropped into a couple chats, but we'd love to hear about your experience. All right. So the game's been stopped. We've been told that there may or may not be a couple final points that come in. Just waiting to see what we land and settle with. Didn't mean to surprise everybody here with my hiding of the top line. Just waiting. All right. So it looks like we do have our final points. I mean, the background chat is great. I've been told I pulled an Oscar moment because I was accidentally hiding in first place. But it looks like the word is coming in that we are good to call it and announce our winners. So, oh yes, the one name that I've Googled pronounced.
Umaniski came at the last second with that final. Wow, they were second, and then boom, last 10 seconds they took ahead. So that was pretty amazing.
Yeah, that plus 1,000 that gave them a 170 difference between first and second place. So we've got our top 5 teams. I believe we have something that we need to send to them, unless somebody else does that. And lots of tabs open. But yeah, congratulations to our first place team, our second place team, the Second Coming, third place ABNT2 Squad, fourth place FM Tool Backs, and fifth place One Next SRE.
They got in at the last seconds.
No, the 5 of you are going to be able to go on and proceed to the final rounds.
Can we bring anyone up?
Confirming.
I want to bring someone up, actually. If anyone wants to come up.
Somebody volunteer to come talk to us. I want to talk to somebody else about this.
You're tired of talking with me? Oh my goodness, no.
No, we just get to talk all the time because we work on the same team and we do some events together. I want, I want a victory speech. I want somebody to come on here and be like, "It is I. Our team has won. Today we solved some cold problems and we wrangled some malware, and today we have pushed the commits that have brought us to the #1 position." Like, I want a victory speech. As the rock is like, I'm just gonna cross-check my docs here. Yeah, so congratulations to our 5 teams for coming into the top 5 and making it to the finals. And
yes, and remember to fill out the survey. It's in the team dashboard. Like I said, we love surveys, so please fill that out.
Definitely, and it should be on your dashboard if you're looking for that survey link. And I think we're good because I'm not really, nobody's volunteering to come speak with us, it looks like. I guess I don't get to hear my victory speech. Oh, what's going on in comments? I've accidentally missed chat completely.
Congratulations.
I know, exactly, right in at the last minute. We were very excited too. And yeah, exactly. Congratulations to everyone that has made the top 5. And thank you so much to everybody else who's joined us today and participated. And if you are in one of the top 5 teams, we do have some additional information we need from you. So somebody should hopefully be reaching out to you with a survey so that we can get some information for you so that you can go to the finals. So hopefully you're still around and we can get a hold of you easily. And yeah, I'm just asking him, is there anything else I should share or say? I've said congratulations.
When is the finals?
That is it. Yes. I believe they are September 29th, but I might be very wrong. So I'm going to kind of scroll down this. Yeah, it's September 28th.
28th.
This is why I check documents.
You read documents? Whoa.
I know. They attach the documentation and it's great. Yeah, so September 28th is when our finals are going to be. So we've got one more round for qualifying next week. So we'll have a final qualifier round in our 3 different regions, and that will be a different challenge than what happened today. And yeah, otherwise, we look forward to seeing you on the 28th.
And then hopefully at reInvent.
And hopefully at reInvent for those top of the top. If you come in the final first place in the finishing round, then we will see you at reInvent. And yeah.
Right. Well, I think I need to get back to making some PowerPoints. So.
Oh yeah, I pointed at the real camera, not the webcam that I'm currently using because my real camera died. But yeah, just one final check. It looks like everything is good. Thank you so much to Arctic Fox for supporting in the Twitch channel, and of course, all of our Game Day supporters who have been hopping in and out of your Chime calls, who've been helping you out as you get stuck. Thank you for the team that's put this together, and of course the organizers. It's been really fun for us to come and join you today and just see how this played out.
This was awesome. Yes, I can't wait for the next one.
Exactly. All right. With that, we have a very fun transition out. And
outro. See you next time.
Outros are always the best. Thanks, and see you at the next one.